Hello, Brother Sewing and Crafting family. Angela Wolf here. I am so excited to see you and wait to see what we have in store for you today. Have you seen some of those new products that Brother keeps kind of teasing they were coming out with? They're here. At least a lot of them are. And Emily Thompson's going to come in here and show you all about the Sublimation printer, which I have a stack of things waiting for this printer. I've got cups, I've got mouse pads, I've got t-shirts. I mean, the stack's getting bigger. So there I go, adding to my UFO projects. So welcome, say hi. We are so excited that you're here. Let's bring Emily to the party. Emily, how are you? Emily? We lost Emily.
No, I'm here. Can you see me?
Like, hello. She's so busy playing with the printer. She totally forgot she was live.
I was trying to share it to my Facebook page, so I muted you so I didn't get a weird echo. And then I'm like, wait, but I won't hear when she introduces me. So maybe that wasn't a good idea. But I was trying to avoid weird noises for you guys on the show. So anyway, yes, today we're talking about all things sublimation, and I am having so much fun with this printer. It's unbelievably easy and so fast. I mean, I've been obsessed with making vinyl things for years, and I thought that was fast. This is even faster. So it is like so fun. So anyway, I'm having a blast.
I like fast. But also, Emily, when I saw what this could do, I've been kind of waiting for a sublimation printer for a long time. And I was like, I don't know if I'll really use this. And then once Brother started showing the ads and what it can do, my list of UFO projects over here is getting bigger, bigger, bigger. Even my husband said, hey, you know what? I've got new shirts for the guys at work. Will you put our name on it? I was like, man.
Totally. My husband's already dreaming up like whose face he can put on a t-shirt for like a joke. So, you know, it literally, you can print anything on it, which is what is so fun. You can upload your own pictures or files. Anything. Awesome. So I'm going to show you a few things that I've already done. And then I'm going to show you step by step how to do 2 different projects today. And I'm super excited about both of these because we're going to use both of these in our house and it's going to be awesome. So first of all, I made this last week, and I had made this sweatshirt weeks ago, and it was kind of boring. It was fine. It's really soft, so I love it because it's really comfy. But as a sweatshirt itself, it was very plain. So I pulled it out, and I'm like, this is perfect. And I found this design on, let me come around a little bit closer so you can see. Oh, now I'm going to be too short. But this design is built in on Artspira, and it's so cute. And I didn't want something like really bright or bold on this. I really just wanted something a little bit more muted. And I think this ended up perfect. So I love the colors. They fit in great with the sweatshirt and it worked out great. So of course I had made some things and then I was like, shoot, I didn't test if they wash okay. You know, you're supposed to be able to wash, but I didn't even really pay attention to the fibers of this sweatshirt because everything I've read, and I haven't played with 100% cotton yet, but says that sublimation will wash more easily out of 100% cotton. So this is a French terry fabric, which is a blend. Okay. So it has some polyester and some cotton and maybe some lycra in it, depending on where you're getting your French terry. So as you can see, it washed perfect. And I took 2 photos before and after washing, and you can't even tell the difference. So if you're like, wow, that looks kind of muted, maybe it washed out. Nope, this is exactly the way it was to begin with. And this is the way it ended up after washing. So score 1 on the washing. Doesn't seem to be an issue. Really excited about it. There's a couple tips, which I'll kind of share along the way for maybe making it last a little bit longer. But so far, I haven't experienced any issues. I've only made fabric. Now,
Emily, I just have to say, I'm watching the chat here. I'm so excited about that. Do you want to know why? Because all I heard was that it had to be on polyester, and I was like, Right. I'm a Ram girl.
Who wears 100% polyester? So what I've been reading is that as long as it's a blend and not 100% cotton, then it's going to be fine. And that's what I have found so far on my limited 3-item test. Okay, so I've done it on 3 different, I actually did sublimation on a sweater knit. I don't think I have it nearby. But it's a little bit fuzzy. It was a really thin, tight weave sweater knit. So don't think like a chunky sweater, but it was definitely a sweater knit. And it washed, it dried, perfect. Not an issue on that. This one on French Terry, perfect. And then this one, I don't know what this is, but it's a soft t-shirt from like probably Target that my daughter had used actually as it matches a pair of pajama pants. So my mom made her pajama pants and then she bought the kids these t-shirts. And last week, my daughter they had a Grandparents' Day performance, and the 4th grade always does a salute to veterans because it's around Veterans Day, and they sing like a military song, and not a military song, but a song about the military. And it's so cute. And then, all the grandpas stand up and the grandmas, and it's like tearjerker, really, really special moment. And so she's like, I need something to wear. We're supposed to dress in like camo or dark colors. And so I was like, oh, we don't have anything like that. But we found this t-shirt that fits her in her pajama drawer. Doesn't have to be a pajama shirt. And I put this file, I purchased this vector file, and then I was able to transfer it to Artspira, and I put it right on this shirt. And look at how cute it is. It's adorable. She liked it because it wasn't like really camo, but it fit what she needed. And this has been washed and dried normally in our washer. And I always say things that need special treatment don't survive in this house because we wash everything together. So if I have something that like needs to be washed in cold water or, it's probably not going to survive around here. So these 2 things were washed with everything else. Like my daughter's whole week's worth of laundry gets washed together. And this was just washed with everything else, and it was fine. So I'm very happy about that.
Emily, Wynn is standing. He just walked through here,
Yeah.
and could you hear him laughing?
No.
He was giving you thumbs up.
Oh, awesome. Yay. So the tips I've read about washing are, of course, so a poly blend, maybe. But again, I'm going to do more research on that. I want to make some tea towels or some kitchen towels for Christmas. And I did order some that are more like a microfiber because when you look online, most of them are 100% cotton, which is the best for absorbing. But I need to do a test on both. So I have some cotton towels. So I'll probably just do a test on one of my old ones, not one I would gift, and then do the actual prints on the microfiber for now. But I'm just trying to test this. Okay, so the fabric matters maybe a little bit. To use cold water. I don't think I did that because I just threw everything in, and ours usually gets washed on like a worm. But this, I'm just telling you like the official tips. 2 or 3, turn it inside out. So that's easy. My kids take off their clothes and they're almost washed inside out 100% of the time. And 3, use a gentle detergent, which we do anyway all the time. So those are like the things that I was reading to do. I know there are some additional products that you can apply as like a sealer or a spray, but I haven't tested any of those. So that's where I'm at in my journey so far. I've had this like 3 weeks. So I'm just loving playing with it, and that's where I've gotten so far. Also, you can sublimate on mugs and tumblers, and you need a circular heat press, which I don't have yet. So I have not ventured into any of that, but oh my goodness, the possibilities are endless.
I have to add something else because I have a whole bunch of mugs here. So I have to get a circular. Oh my gosh. Okay. My mom was trying to find something for my birthday next week. Mom, are you watching?
Yes. A mug. They make like a mug tumbler. It's like a circular heat press, and you put it in and it just sort of heats around it. And I've never used one, but I've seen them demonstrated, and supposedly that's how you do it. I mean, I've made vinyl mugs, and I dishwash our vinyl mugs, and they don't last forever, but I've had ones last for like a year with cute vinyl sayings on them. But now how much easier is it to just heat press it in? It's crazy.
Yay.
Yeah. So fun. So Today, I'm going to do 2 projects. One, I want to make a fall shirt for myself to wear at a couple of Thanksgiving events over the next few days. And I pulled out this very fall Thanksgiving-y color waffle shirt. And according to, I don't even know what this is 100%, but when I looked up waffle knit, it is a blend. It's not 100% cotton, so I'm thinking it will be fine. And then I have this sweatshirt that I found like on clearance for my daughter. And we're going to do on this one a combo project. So in the Artspira app, there are some projects that use sublimation, and then you either embroider or add vinyl over top of it. So cute, so easy. And I'll show you step by step how to do those combination projects. And so we're going to do that. So I'm going to actually start with this so we can get it embroidering, and then it will design. I didn't find any Thanksgiving like decal that I loved in Artspira, so we're going to make one. And with the design editor. And I've played around with it a little bit, and I think there's some really fun things we can put together. So, but for this one, remember, was it 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago when I was doing a project on here and I was thinking, oh, it's already pre-made. How am I going to get it in the hoop? Well, I've already pre-picked this one open on the side seam. Angela helped me think through that. So we're going to be able to put it in the hoop. And I'm going to use sticky stabilizer just so I don't have to hoop the sweatshirt. Okay. So that's the first thing I'm going to do.
Actually, oh, sorry. I was on mute. I was listening to you and I was sneezing, and I thought, I don't want you to think I'm sneezing in your.
No, I just.
By the way, I'm so excited to see the Brother Sewing side. Found the crafting side.
Yay!
Hey guys, nice to see you. Yes, yes. And so we are live. So ask your questions, make your comments. Emily, Judy, and everybody are saying they're so happy to see you.
Oh, I'm so happy to be here. I love this show. And I love doing this show with Angela because, you know, I do a lot of live shows by myself, and it's always way better to have someone to talk to. So I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. But I'll do that too because I'm used to it. I can have a full-on conversation with myself. Okay, so I'm just feeling to reveal the sticky stabilizer in my hoop here. Okay, and then we're gonna put the sweatshirt. Oh, actually we need to sublimate first. Okay, well, let's set this to the side. We need to have the sublimation printed on so we know where to hoop, because otherwise, where's the hoop gonna go? All right, so Angela, I'm gonna go ahead and, Judy's been giving me all kinds of sublimation tips, and I see she's on here, so I'm excited. She's the expert. Okay, I'm gonna flip over to my other camera, and then.
Perfect. Well, we'll wait for her to pop back in. So I'm just curious, who has this on their list for, well, there's the holidays coming up. I know there's one big week of a lot of sales coming up that I have my list, which now Emily just added to it. But this printer is so exciting. I'm very excited to see this, especially when you can customize things. So we've got a lot of great shows coming up on Brother with this. The Print Moda is next week, I think. Yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many fun things. And Artspira. Emily, I can see you. Back to you.
Okay, so I'm just trying to get back to the home screen so you can see where I'm starting. All right, I finally put Artspira on my iPad. So we have a nice big screen, and you're not looking at my tiny little phone. Plus, it's way easier for me when I'm creating designs. So I've been using it on here. Okay, and I want to make sure the printer is not on. So it went to sleep. We're just going to turn that on so that we make sure when we send the file, it's awake and ready to go. Let me just, before I get to the actual design, just show you a couple little things about the printer and the setup, okay? So there's one drawer down here that you put the paper in, and the sublimation paper looks like this. I'm still on the pack, the preview pack that came with the printer. So I think you got like 10 or 15 sheets that came included with the printer. But I just was gonna show you that on one corner of the paper, it's notched. Can you see that? I'm trying to.
Yeah, let me see when you don't move. I think it's focusing on the white.
Yeah, let's see. I'll touch on my camera, see if I can zoom it in.
There we go. That's pretty good.
Okay, so this corner is like cut. Okay, so it has like a little tiny notch cut out of it. And that goes, the printer actually shows you which corner that goes in. So that makes sure that your paper is the right side up to be printed on. And then there's all of these sort of crimps or clamps in the tray, like a normal printer, to adjust to make sure that your printer can fit it. And this can take letter or A4 size. So if you are in a different country and you can buy this printer, it will take A4 size, which is common in a lot of other places. Okay, so then we shut the drawer. The ink goes in here, and I'm not going to remove it because it like preloaded. Wants me to choose my letter size. It preloaded the ink. So it said the directions were that you open it up, shake the ink for 15 seconds, and then you put it in. Okay, and then after I put in all the things and closed it up, it said loading ink, and it took about 5 minutes actually to like load the ink into the printer, but that was a one-time thing. So now it doesn't do that. It's ready to go quicker. Okay, and then also you had to connect. So of course you can go to settings and then use your connection to set up your network, and it has to be on the same Wi-Fi as the device that you're using with Artspira. Okay, so those are what you do. It was very, very simple, very intuitive, just to walk through on there. All right, so this is the home screen for Artspira. Hopefully you're familiar with this by now, but I just wanted to note that you can not only use all the sublimation designs, which are in here. Whoa, we have a light problem.
I was like, whoa, that is a really, really bright.
The sun came out, and now I like, maybe I'll close another shade. I love the light, but it's not always consistent. Okay, so you can not only use all of the sublimation, stop using my finger, all the sublimation files, but you can also print all of the printing designs, okay? Except for like the banner and stuff, you can't because it's like a weird size. But if you go to illustration, and you have a million things that are available under printing, you can print those on the sublimation. So they can be printed on both Printmoda and the sublimation printer. Okay, so you're looking at sublimation and printing. Those are all available for you to print on the sublimation. Okay, so yay, fun. All right, so for this combination design, we're going to go to sublimation. We're going to go to combination. And this is one I've been eyeing up, so we're going to use it. So it is an adorable little winter scene with some embroidered snowflakes, trees, and a polar bear. Okay, love it. So it says here the length and the width. Okay, so if that's good, you're going to go with it. Now, I will say on these combination designs, you cannot adjust the size. Whereas on any of those other print designs that I was showing, you can go ahead and play with it with your fingers, pinch it, make it bigger and smaller. And that's easy. So then we're going to go to create. Okay, so now we can, it says tap to edit, but I think because this is a combination design, you can't actually really edit. Like I can't move this, I can't resize it. So we're just going to hit done. We got to take it as it is. Now we have two screens. Okay, two screens. This is the sublimation, and it says print. Then over here is a tab that says embroider, and here's the embroidery designs, 1 and 2. Isn't that so cool? So we're going to use the MySnap app for positioning, but I'm also going to show you how you could position this without the MySnap app, because of course it doesn't really matter where I might not even use it. I might just put it in because we're just positioning it somewhere on this design. It's not like it's going over something exact. It's literally just 2 spots on here. So, but we're going to start with the print. Okay, so we're going to print this, and then we're going to then send the embroidery over and use that design as well. Okay, so I want you to be able to see both screens here. I'm going to hit print, and it says sending. I have had a couple times where it will say like unable to transfer, but the second time I hit the button, it's fine. So I don't know if that's a printer issue, my Wi-Fi issue, a device issue. I don't know, but I'm just telling you up front, that's happened to me a couple times, and it's only happened with this printer. It never happens when I'm sending things to my embroidery machine. So
hey, Emily, try something, because this happened on the Print Moda.
Yeah.
When the screen like had that message like you had on there,
yeah,
I had to click that message off, and then it worked great.
Okay, so yeah, it would be like it'd go to 20%, and then it'd say like cannot send the file. But
yeah,
the second time I hit print, it would send
Print
it.
Moda. Yeah, and that was doing on my Print Moda, but I went to the Print Moda, and it had on the screen saying like something.
A message was up.
Yes, and the message was up, and as soon as I took that message down, it worked great.
Okay,
every single
perfect.
time.
Okay, I'm gonna try that next time. So I have this little like fabric tray or paper tray open and ready to catch the paper. It takes a minute. It's not like an instant print, but it's pretty fast. So it's printing inside. I can hear it. I don't know if you can hear it, and it's gonna like stick it right out here in just a minute. Let me make sure my heat press is on. Yeah, it's on and getting warm. While it's printing, let me show you something else. Okay, you're gonna go on here. It says heat guide, and it's gonna open up a web page. So you wanna make sure you're on a device that can get the internet, and we'll see if it opens. But it gives you, you just push what. Okay, so what are you doing? Fabric, t-shirt, tote bag, cushion cover, towel, cloth, socks. Okay, so it has all that. We're gonna push t-shirt, and it tells me $3.90 for 45 seconds. Okay, so it literally tells you exactly how much time and what temperature to use the sublimation for what you're printing. Okay, and that is right on there, and then I can just hit that button and go back to Art Spira. So easy peasy. All right, now we want to make sure. Wow, that I might want to print that again. That's really, really light. Can you see that? I think
barely.
Yeah, I think that's going to be too light. The colors. Okay, so we can go.
For some reason, your camera. There you go. Now your camera's got your camera needs a cup of coffee this morning.
I know. It's this camera. My other one is better, but I thought when I bought a new. Okay, so we're going to go to print settings, and where can I adjust the color? I feel like there was a different one. On a different one, I adjusted the color, but now I can't see how I can do that. So I can mirror it, which that's always good to do. The quality mode, which I want. But there was one, maybe it's not on these combo designs, because they're the combo designs. But I don't know. It's just really, really faint. But maybe it's just that's what it's going to be.
Emily, what about that? I'm looking at the bottom of your tablet because I haven't played on this, but at that bottom left, does that say print settings?
Yeah, it does say print settings, but it's just all it gives me is this print mode, copies, and mirror. And the print mode doesn't give me, because the other one you can hit like vibrant, or there's like a way to enhance the color. And
that's how it is on Moda too.
But because this one, you don't have as many editing settings with this one. All right, we're just going to try it. It's going to be cool because we're going to add the embroidery to it. So I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's switch over to the other camera so you can see, and this should be an instant switch now. Ta-da!
Oh, okay. And yes, it is instant. There you are.
Much, much faster. Okay. So we're going to have this sweatshirt, okay? And then I'm going to place it face down where I want the design. Okay, so obviously you're centering it and putting it in the middle. And then obviously design down. And when you put in design over, try not to rub it on the fabric. If you want to reposition it, pick it up, move it, and place it down so that we don't have any transfer before we're ready. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and grab the heat press, which hopefully I got a long enough cord here. All right, and then again, just like on vinyl, we don't, well, sometimes on vinyl I slide it, but just like when you're placing it, we don't really want to slide this around. So we're going to put it on, we're going to press it, and then I'm pushing the timer button so I know when the 45 seconds are up. And this heat press, I can preset 390, 45 seconds. It doesn't turn off at the 45 seconds, but it will be for me to lift it. I know some heat presses, like you push, not that fancy, but sublimation is, what was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, you don't need pressure. That's what I'm saying. Vinyl, you know, I always am like pushing on here since my heat press doesn't include that pressure. But sublimation is really just the heat transferring the fabric, not like where I need it to fuse in. So I haven't really applied a lot of pressure with it. I'm just more making sure that it's not moving around on that. My timer turned off. I thought I hit start. I didn't know. Okay, so has that been about 45 seconds? I think so.
Pretty close. I thought you hit the timer too. I could have heard. You said you hit the timer.
It has a timer, and I thought it was ticking down, but maybe I pushed it again. If you push the button again, then it stops. So maybe I did that. Okay, so now you don't have to like peel it, or it's literally just a pull up. It's actually pretty cute. It has a little smudge, but okay. Oh, I'm gonna need to see if I can adjust this. It's so bright. All right, so can you see it? Too bright still? It's very faint, but actually I think it's gonna be really pretty with the embroidery on top of it, okay? It's definitely there. I wish I could bump up the color just a little bit, but if I can't, I think it's still gonna be cool. And like I said, you're gonna see when we do the other print, you can play with the colors a lot more if you're not using one of these combo designs. Okay.
Oh yeah, we can see that now, Emily. And you know what? It really matches those sleeves that you've got.
I know.
Yeah,
and
very
so
cute.
Obviously this design would not work. Well, maybe it would work on a dark color because it would stick out. Well, I'm not sure, but it's going to work fine because it's on white. So this camera is giving me all kinds of trouble today. Okay, so now that I opened up this middle, we're going to put it on. I'm going to put it on sideways here on the hoop. Okay, so I'm trying to get the back of the sweatshirt out of the way. And like I said, we're going to be able, I think, to move around the designs once we transfer them. So I'm not super worried about the exact placement, but just getting it in the hoop. So I'm going to try to make sure it's straight-ish in here, pulling the back out of the way, and then putting that side on there. This sweatshirt fleece sticks really, really well because it's got like that fleecy back. So it is sticking nicely to that. And we'll just try to keep this. We're not going to be embroidering near the top of the design. So I think this wad of fabric can just sort of stay up here because we're putting the trees and the polar bear sort of down on the ice part, not up in the sky part. Okay. So now back to Art Spira. I have my stellaire on, so we can now go to the embroider. Okay, and we have two different things. I'm assuming they'll go both in the same one. So we're going to select this machine, done, and we're going to hit the transfer button. I'm not sure, because I've never done this, if we're going to have to transfer the trees and then we're going to transfer the bear, or it transfers all in one, but we'll see. Okay, already overwrites it. Okay, and transfer data is complete. Okay, so now you might want to take me off for just a second, Angela, because I'm going to swing this
all right.
around.
In an effort to not make everyone seasick, I will wait till Emily gets back over to the stellaire. I see a lot of your questions rolling through. What is the largest paper? Didn't you say it takes letter and A4? Are those the largest sizes it takes, Emily?
That's what it says in the tray. Yes, it doesn't have space for bigger than that.
Okay. And I think it was Jody that asked that. So Jody, if you're using the print Moda, that can actually take larger.
Yes.
And it takes a whole roll of fabric, which is different than the sublimation printer, but it also takes 11 by 17 or something like that. I don't know off the top of my head, but it does take larger.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it was Brenda. Sorry about that, Brenda. Jody, Brenda, that was pretty close. All right, we got you at your still there.
Yes, I'm here. Okay. Oh, I was sewing on this yesterday. I need to grab the embroidery foot back, and we'll need to put that on real quick. I thought I was already here. Okay, so I yesterday was sewing on this, so I put the sewing foot back on. I knew we were doing embroidery today, so I just left the embroidery unit on, which is one of the things I do love about this machine. And the 5200 that I had before is that you could sew with
which makes it nice. Hey, Patty wants to know, and I know it's not a Brother product, so don't say the brand, but do heat presses show the temperature in numbers instead of fabric type? Or, I mean, I have a heat press, but mine's like a big one that comes down, and that just has a temperature. What does yours have, numbers or temp?
Mine has temperature.
Perfect. Yeah. So, and that's not a Brother product, guys, so you'll have to just go research that. But Evelyn, I have not seen a live show on how to design rhinestones on Art Spira, but as soon as I do, I will let you know.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the ability to do that.
I haven't either. I have done the rhinestones on the Scan and Cut, and I know, Evelyn, there are a lot of rhinestone tutorials on Brother YouTube page. So, but that's not through Art Spira.
Okay, so I think you know what I did is I didn't change out the bobbin. Okay. All right, so I have orange thread in here because my live yesterday I sewed something on orange fabric. And I got everything out, but I didn't put it in. Okay, so I'm putting in embroidery thread in the bobbin, embroidery bobbin thread, sorry. Let's be clear about that. And then we're going to put, I'm not sure which color it's going to embroider first, so I'm not going to put in my upper thread yet. Okay, keep this fabric out of the way. My design is nice right here in the hoop. Okay. All right, so we need to go to embroidery. I'm going to try. Open up the pocket. Let's see if our design is waiting for us in there. Okay, so it looks like it just transferred the trees. Okay, so we will have to do a second transfer, which is easy. And while this is embroidering, it's only 4 minutes, so very quick. Although of course it's going to make me change the fabric or change the thread multiple times. We're going to set this, and then I need to edit it because I need to rotate it. So we're going to go to rotate. My design is side to side this way, and my embroidery design is showing up like this. So I'm going to rotate 90 degrees this way. Okay, now we're going to move it. So we're going to put on the move, and this is where, doesn't matter what machine you have, you can move. Actually, you know what I want to do is I want to go to embroidery. Oh, change to a larger frame. I do have a larger frame. What am I missing? I only have, do I have to go, wait, if I change the, oh yeah, here, sorry. Okay. So we want to go to embroidery. What?
It might be because you're on when you move it all the way down to that bottom position there, Emily, it's going to want your 7x14.
I'm out of it. Okay, we're going to go in here. Okay, there we go. All right. So now I can see the embroidery. Yeah, here's the thing. And I can see it on here. So you can turn on, if I turn on my laser light, I can see exactly where it's going to be showing up. And then I can go to layout and I can move it here. And now you can see my frame is moving too. And I can decide where I want to put this design. I'm going to move it all the way over as far as I can go to the left. So now I can see the placement right pretty much on my sublimation. And I know you guys probably can't see the sublimation because it's light, but I can see where that is. That's the middle of the design. Want to go up just a little higher. Okay, so that's really helping me with my placement. Again, you could use the My Snap app to really see that sublimation on the screen if you wanted exact placement, but I think this is going to be perfect because, again, I'm not lining it up on anything. I'm just putting it kind of on a place on the ice. Okay, so now we're going to go back to layout, and I thought it was just 3 colors, and now it's like looking like it's a bunch of colors. I might not use all of the colors for this because I didn't dig them out, and it's so fine to be subtle. So I'm going to use this silver gray, and I'm going to put it in here. Oh, yuck. Some mess of thread. Sorry. Make sure your presser foot is up always when you're threading. I'm going to take this off so it doesn't cause problems. And then we're going to put it through, thread it. Now we can put the presser foot down, and we're going to go ahead and hit the embroider button. Okay. While that is doing that, I'm going to use this to work on, I'm just going to stay on this camera, and I know this will take a few moments here. Do you think, Angela, that I could transfer the second part of this while this is stitching? So I don't have this design?
I have not tried. I'm usually doing one at a time, so I guess you'll be the first one to know, but you can still probably design it. And then if you can't transfer it right then, as soon as it's finished, you can transfer.
Yes. I want to work on this full design, which is going to take be a combination of a few different elements. So I have to exit the screen here. But this embroidery is going really quick. So maybe we will just do this embroidery. I thought it might take longer. Remember last time I tried to do embroidery and it was like 20 minutes. And then I was like, oh, trying to fill the time. So
just out of curiosity, what does the time say up on the top right? Does it tell you how much?
Yeah, it's 4 minutes for the whole thing. So maybe we'll just have a little chat while this is embroidering, and I won't mess with our Xpira because I do have to transfer the second part of the polar bear. And if that's taking longer, then I can go ahead and work on we can work on our Thankful design while that is going on.
Yeah, that's perfect. I don't know. I've not tried sending while it was embroidering. I don't know why it wouldn't work, but I don't know.
Right, because this design is already imported, so you'd think that the second one could then be just waiting in the pocket for me to open it. I know it'll override the first one. Well, let's just try it. I'm going to hit transfer right now. This is the polar bear. It says it will override the data, so this tree will no longer be in the pocket, but that's okay. And it's transferring. So we'll see if it's there when we go back. All right.
Fingers crossed.
I'm going to go back to home. I can always get that polar bear if it didn't save, I can get it. I am going to use a number of different designs for this thankful. I'm going to make like a thankful and grateful shirt. So the best way to combine multiple designs is to go to the new printing and then go to the design editor, because you really, I'm going to use landscape. You really can get a lot more editing features rather than just selecting the design first and then trying to edit it. You can edit a little bit, but it's more features if you are using the design editor from here. So I'm going to go ahead and first grab an image. So I think it's under logo, and no, not logo, illustration. And then it was under nature. Don't freeze up on me now. Of course it did. All right, look at the embroidery while my iPad is frozen.
I love that, Patty. Patty says, hey, Julie, brother's testing the budget a lot this year.
Yeah.
They sure came out with some awesome things.
Yes, they did. Okay, so we are now switching again. And I'm going to go back to the silver. I'm going to do this all really in just silver and the blue. It has a few different shades of silver, but I didn't really know that actually until I transferred it to the machine because it didn't give me all that information on the app. I probably could have previewed it, but I didn't. So that's fine. It doesn't need to use all the different colors. It's still going to look really cute. All right, so we're adding in another snowflake. Let's see if I'm going to have to restart my app here. Or my iPad is frozen up.
I know, Julie. Julie's like, technology, you got to love it when you're live.
Of course. And I just noticed that didn't embroider the snowflake. So we're going to go back one. I want to go back one color. Is it in the thread? No.
No. Go down below to the plus minus.
Yeah.
And then go, there's arrows, there's double arrows at the top.
Yes.
There you go. And then go up, and then it'll show you up at the top right what you're embroidering.
Yes. Okay. So I'm not sure if that was, I'm going to rethread my thread because maybe I don't know. It just stitched out and nothing is on my fabric. So that's weird. It's supposed to be a snowflake. So let's try that again. Or maybe I'm out of bobbin and it didn't tell me.
No, you gotta love that. That's always
that. Okay, we're gonna cut that thread. We're gonna raise the presser foot.
That's what Julie said. Julie said, check the bobbin. That happened to me the other day. And you know, my sensor works. I have it on, but I had too much dust in there. As soon as I wiped out the dust, it was fine again.
Yeah. Well, I just was embroidering a lot with it, and it was telling me every time, and there is still thread in here, but I'm just gonna rethread this as well because it's like it's not catching, and so the thread isn't stitching. It's very bizarre. Of course, I can say this. I've never had this happen, but it would, of course, happen during a live show. All right, so I'm going to go back to the beginning of the snowflake again and see what happens. Okay, it's going. I don't know. One of those threads was off. All right, so while that's happening, I'm going to go to New. We're going to go to Printing, Design Editor. I want to letter a landscape. And now we're going to add in from the printing data. You can also add anything from your camera roll. Choose Illustration. Going to go down to, I believe it was under Plants. There was a cute little acorn I saw. Yeah, oh, here, okay, acorn. So I'm going to add that to my design. And this is going to be, oops, select that, the center of my shirt. Okay, we're going to put this on pause for just a second and finish this design over here. Actually, okay, I'm just using the same gray color, so I'm just going to lower the presser foot again, let it go. All right, so now on here, I'm done with the acorn, I think. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to go to OK. Then I'm going to add some text. So I want it all lowercase. Just because with some of the swirly fonts, I feel like the capital letters, I don't like them. So this one is cute, but when I was playing around with it the other day, I saw this one that I like, I think, even more. You can scroll through. There's fonts that are free and fonts that are in the, ooh, maybe that's pretty. In the paid version, but I will tell you, did I spell grateful right? G-R-A. Or do I need to move? I should check this spelling. I need spell check.
I think you need an E.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
I do too. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Brother Sewing fans, is it A or is it EA? I'm thinking great. I was looking at that going, it doesn't look quite right.
Okay, I'm going to delete this. Oh, here I can. Okay. Well, gratefully is spelled Grate.
Yeah. So no, you're right. Grate. Oh my gosh.
I'm a terrible speller. Okay, pause on that. Oh, it's another gray. It's going to put some decoration on my blue tree. So I'm going to go with that. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so grateful. And then I'm going to add another. Wait a second. I want to hit OK on that one. I want to add more text. I'm going to put
oh gosh.
Done. And then I'm going to move this. I'm pretty sure I can spell blessed correctly. Then the font, I got to go down and find what I used last time. Okay. So cute. So you can make it like that. Then we can also change the color because this is printing in color and I don't want that black on there. So I'm going to choose like a dark red or a gray. You can choose whatever you want on that one. Make the color. How cool is that? You can literally just design. I got to make sure it's lined up, centered. And then I want to put, I think I want to put an and. Let's see if we can find an and sign. This one, if I do that, okay, cute. And we're going to change the font on that to what we've been using. Okay. And then move it up, enlarge it a little bit. Maybe put it here. And I want to change the color. Cute. How fun is that? You can just
really
cute. Yeah, this is a shirt for me that I'm going to wear. Tomorrow my kids are having a Thanksgiving event at school, and then I'll probably wear it next week at our family Thanksgiving as well. So
everyone's saying, hey, guess what? The next Art Spira update's going to have spell check.
Yeah.
Hey, brother, can you add spell check for us, please? Especially when it's on Thursdays.
I need spell check. And of course, my kids have inherited my terrible sense of spelling. So, okay, I just enlarged everything a little bit because, of course, this is going to be landscape. So it's not that huge, right? It's still just one piece of paper. Okay, we're going to put this to the side. We're going to come back over here. This is finished. Yay. Now I'm going to go back to the home screen. We're going to hit embroider again. I'm going to go to the pocket and we're going to see if that polar bear appears. It's here. Okay, cute. So here's the polar bear. So we're going to set that. We're going to edit it. We're going to rotate him. So he's going the right direction. I'm going to hit embroidery. Now I'm going to hit my laser light again so I can see. I want to put him over here. The trees are here on the file. And I want to move him over there. Sorry, make it a little bit brighter for you guys. I go between, the clouds are out today and it's really throwing me off. Okay, we're going to go to layout and move him. Move him over, move him down. I think that's a cute place for him right there. Okay, layout. And he's two colors, silver and black, and that's what I had this out for. So we're going to start. This is only 3 minutes. So we'll just send our file over and get it printing. And then when we're done with this, we'll be able to grab that second file and hopefully it'll be ready to go. All right, so hopefully my machine didn't go to sleep. And now I'm going to hit done. I don't want to save this unless I want to. I don't think you can share these designs that you make. Maybe that'll be a something later on that'll come up. We can create designs and share them with each other. Okay, so my printer is labeled here. if you didn't see a printer, then you would go and just connect it as in. And then the print settings. Yeah, so I'm not seeing. The other day I was bumping up the color. So I'm going to have to figure out where that was. You can see that it's mirrored, which of course we want because it is words. We're going to be able to flip it over and that will be the right way. And then I'm going to hit print. See if it transfers or my machine went to sleep. Looks like it did. Okay, so that's going to print while we are finishing this embroidery. And I don't know if there's any other questions today, or while this is going, but this is going to finish up in literally 2 minutes, and then we'll go over and do that other shirt. Okay, so the printer's receiving my data. I just wanted to double check that. All right, Angela, were there any other questions while this is embroidering?
Diamond, well, first off, Diamond, I saw your first question, and yes, you can come back and watch this. So you're watching this on Facebook. The best way to do this is click share and share it to your page. It's easier to find that way, or you can always come back to Brother Crafts. But what is the largest paper that this printer will handle? It's letter or A4.
Yeah, so pretty much, I mean,
yeah, A4.
Or slightly bigger, but essentially they're the same size.
Yeah, that's more common overseas. We're in the USA.
Yes.
Oh, and Charlene, did your thread come undone?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, it finished. It finished the little polar bear. So now I'm putting in a little black outline and then we're done. Almost done.
I know. Everyone's like, grateful. Well, thanks to Patty. Patty says great is something that you did fabulous. And grateful with an A-T is appreciation. So I'm never going to forget that. That's kind of like done. Well done. Well, in the cooking section.
Yeah. Whenever I think the work looks weird, and then the more you look at it, the weirder it is. You know, I mean, it always is that way. Like,
that's kind of, yeah. What is it? Meat gets done, work gets finished. Do you remember that saying?
Yes. Well, my grandma would always say a turkey is done. So if you're a turkey, then you can say the word done. But if you're not a turkey, you have to say finished. I'm finished.
Okay, I'm finished. We are finished almost, everyone, but not quite. Right now, we're going to just be done for a minute.
We are finished. And it turned out so cute.
Look at that.
That is adorable.
Oh, Emily, that's adorable. Look at that bear.
So actually, I'm just going to rip this off because I can real quickly here to show you how it looks, not in the hoop. I'll clean that mess up later, but oh my goodness. And I finally got the backing that I can put on these embroideries because my daughter hates the feel of it against her skin. So now I can put on the iron-on backing. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. And it's the perfect size for a shirt, or especially for a kid's shirt.
That's adorable. Hold it down just a little bit so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, that turned out great.
Yep. So you can just arrange the design, you know, where you want on there. I don't think it really matters where the polar bear is. You could actually add a second polar bear. I mean, you can really arrange it however you want on here. It's not perfectly prescribed. It's just sort of suggested in the design on the app. So, all right, I'm going to move my camera back real quick so that I can press on the second design.
All right. Yes. Patty wants a picture of Rose in this shirt.
Okay.
She likes it. Okay, Rose. Rose, we're waiting for you to model when you get back from school today.
I know. Well, my family actually just asked for a picture of her because just yesterday she's been doing Invisalign for the last year.
Oh.
And she just finished yesterday. So my family's like, we need a picture of her new smile. So I need to take a picture of her anyway.
Oh, she's going to love that. So do you guys have any questions on this? You know, someone just asked, do you only transfer photos through the Bluetooth with the ArtSphere app, or can they do it through their computer? I think it's just with the ArtSphere app, but I'm not 100% sure there.
I have not done it, but this printer can be connected to your computer via cord. So I know that was a difference between the Sketch or however you say that new little embroidery machine. That one is Art Spiro only, and this one can be like the Print Moda where you can connect it to your computer. I haven't tried it. I don't know how it works. I don't know like if it needs its own sort of program, but you can do that. But you can also,
and actually, just one clarification there: the Sketch is Bluetooth. You don't have to have Wi-Fi, and you do not have to have Art Spiro for it.
No, you do for the Sketch. That's the only way that works. The little embroidery machine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one only works with Art Spiro. But now you can upload your own designs with the free part of the app. Yes. So you don't have to pay. You can use all the free Art Spiro and then do all the embroidery you want on that one. But that one is Bluetooth and it's only transferred via Art Spiro. So I have not tried this one with, it turned out cute. Hopefully it's spelled right.
Yeah.
It better not have to on the spelling of this. But I think it's good. Okay. So I'm going to place it centered on my shirt. First time trying waffle knit. So a nice experiment with you all. And then I'm going to grab the heat press. And we're going to place it on. And I'm going to push the button. Now it's ticking down. I don't know why last time it like didn't count down correctly, but we'll see. Hopefully it counts down. See, I'm now thinking, oh, all those oranges. Hopefully they show up on this orange. But again, I don't need something that's like bright and bold. I can use vinyl for that, right? I love the sort of like washed vintage feel of the sublimation on the fabric. I feel like it's a really just a different look than a vinyl t-shirt. So I'm okay with it being a little bit more muted, a little softer. I don't know. That's my personal preference.
I agree. And by the way, I just double checked. Yes, you need the Art Spiro, but only the free version, what Emily had said there for Sketch. So you still use Art Spiro, but you can use the free version. You don't have to use the paid version. Yeah. I guess there were a lot of people that were wondering, like they weren't telling what was really happening there. And you only need Bluetooth. You don't need Wi-Fi. So those are two big things there.
Yes. The Bluetooth option is really great because you can use that one then on the go anywhere and not worry about being connected to Wi-Fi networks. Right. This is so good, you guys.
Whoa. Oh, Emily, that's adorable.
Look at it. And I do think that the acorn was a premium version picture, but the text was a free text and you could there were some leaves or things that you could have put in there, but you can make this same thing. Or I'm telling everyone, try out the Art Spiro Premium. You get 2 months free. It's a great free trial. So really test it out and see how cool it is. Okay.
Yeah, that's really cute.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Adorable. The colors match your shirt perfectly.
I know. Yeah, that really turned out just great. So as long as everything's spelled correctly, I am good to go tomorrow.
Hey, it wouldn't be the first. And you know what? I would just make it work if it was misspelled. Heck, I misspelled my niece's name and she still will never let me forget that. She's 5. So I will have to live with that the rest of my life. But I will never forget that there's an E before the I on her name and her sister is an IE. So you just have to remember how it works.
Yes. I made a shirt. It was vinyl several years ago. I was at an event and we were supposed to wear a dessert themed shirt. I don't remember what it said. Cuter than a cupcake, or I don't know. It said something about a cupcake, and it was a picture. I had a vinyl cupcake, and then some words. And I took pictures in it. I went to this event. I came home, and I'm editing my photos because, of course, I was sharing the design or something on my site, and the word cupcake was spelled wrong. There were 2 U's, and I couldn't believe that I'd worn it. I'd made it. I'd ironed on the vinyl. I'd packed it. I mean, I had looked at this shirt 50 times and not seen that it was spelled wrong until I was editing the photo. So I actually like photoshopped the correct spelling over in the pictures because I was like not going to retake all the pictures. I couldn't even believe it. It was
and nobody told you.
No one said anything. No one said anything. So it must not have been that noticeable. I mean, it was just like, yeah, not a really noticeable thing. But of course, once I see it, then I could not unsee it, and it was wrong the whole time. So. Anyway, I hope you guys are inspired with these fun designs. So
super
cute.
fun.
Oh, the white really. But this is actually like such a cute winter sweatshirt. I'm so
you
excited.
You just made 2 shirts that wouldn't matter really what you paid for them because they were plain. Go from totally not boring but cute, to fabulous, fabulous. You don't pay for these shirts nowadays. I mean, I went to the store the other day just trying to find a cute t-shirt to wear to the gym, but I didn't want a plain one.
Yeah,
they're like $25-30.
I know. Yeah. So this one, I'm sure I bought this on clearance because that's usually when I buy sweatshirts and not like make them. And then this is a shirt that I made. This is my free pattern for a women's raglan shirt years ago. And I've worn this, like I wear this every fall multiple times. But now I'm so excited. It has new life as a Thanksgiving shirt.
Oh yeah, that's great. Those colors are fabulous. Everybody's saying awesome, adorable. Thank you. Patty says it's a cupcake.
It is a cupcake. Oh man. Yeah. So anyway, I'm so glad I was able to be on here today, and thank you all for joining us. I'll be on next month doing something fun. I got to figure out what, but I have another live scheduled in December.
Can't wait. Can't wait. And in the meantime, if you see scrolling below, I have brothersews.com. If you go to their website, you'll find all their products. Scroll to the bottom. They have 2 blogs, crafting and sewing. They've got a ton of stuff. In fact, I was just going through some old photos. I'll share them on my Instagram later of these leaves that I made out of fabric and the scan and cut. And they were so cute. Now I have to find them. I don't know where they are. I have to find them before fall is over.
Yes.
They're for the table decoration. But anyways, you have Life So Savory, which is where you can find Emily, AngelaWolf.com, where you find myself. And I'm pretty excited. I'm trying to get a lot of this stuff done before Thanksgiving next week, Emily.
It's crazy.
I have not added a t-shirt on there, but I do have a lot of table decor going on.
Okay. Well, that's good. I bought some table decor off Amazon. So or online. So you're ahead of me on that one.
Not a brother product.
Sorry. Online. I bought it online. But I made myself a shirt with the printer.
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So all of you, thank you for coming over, Brother Sewing Crafting family. We love seeing you on the sewing and crafting side. Let's see, it's Thursday. Next week on Tuesday. I know who's coming on Tuesday. Yes, it's Sarah Vetzer, and she's showing the print moto. So if you want to learn about these printers, she goes through, she blew me away on what she showed. In fact, Emily, a lot of stuff that you were doing where you're designing, she took photos of her and her mom and brought them in, turned it into fabric, made ornaments. Oh my gosh, they were
fun. So fun. So I love it.
That's on Tuesday. But in the meantime, have a great weekend. Happy sewing. And Emily, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.